Welcome back to the channel, here to tease you about a stock I found that was really hard to find, to dig really deep. I'm not going to tell you the name, but I'm going to tell you how good they are, and maybe later, in the next video or two, I will tell you the company. So, this company is probably on par with Metals Australia Limited. This company is around $50 million. 63 million. The company I'm talking about is $7 million with 3 million cash, and these were just rough figures. That's 1.5 million a drill season. A few more drill seasons, I'll be well ahead. That's the capex, EBITDA per year, and then you have mine life 20 years, 50 million. So it looks pretty good. For 7 million cash, $7 million, you can buy this company with a big resource, 3 million cash, drill it a bit, spend $150 million, wait for those EVs to get ramping, which they probably will. More likely than not, we're going to go to EVs. There'll be ups and downs, but we should get there. And this company, did I mention the grade on this company? Is up, it'd be up with these guys. The grade is like up near 20% grade. So imagine all the dirt these guys have to dig to get. These guys have to dig 10 times more dirt to get the same amount of graphite as the company I'm talking about for $7 million. And this company, Northern Graphite, is $50 million company, I think. So this company has got a few X's just to be on par with the next best thing. So we'll go back to here. Here's another company that I thought was the best stock around till I found the one I'm thinking about. So these guys are pretty good. Hydroelectricity. Like this company I'm talking about, probably the same as these guys. Payback period 4 years. Who knows if graphite goes a bit silly like lithium did? Could be a lot smaller. They got pretty good OPEX there. That's probably in the first quartile. Pretty low, like the lowest guys are 300 million a year. That's another side note. These guys have a really low OPEX because it's not a hard rock graphite. It's like a clay, so they don't have to crush and everything. They just get it out easier with a lower OPEX. Also, Renascor has a pretty good OPEX because all the graphite's in the one spot and it's shallow in the ground. So there's things like that to know. And the company I'm talking about is not in Africa, it's in a good country. It's in USA, Australia. It's either in one of these countries. USA, Australia, Canada, Quebec, Argentina. Okay, so Argentina was probably throw you off because I don't know of any graphite companies there. Trident Minerals, $40 million. The company I'm talking about is Hydroelectricity. Trident Minerals, solar and diesel, $40 million. Would you rather spend $40 million on these guys that are in Africa? They also got a big mine taken off them in Africa. So now they've got the smaller one. $40 million, or you can buy the company I'm talking about for $7 to $8 million with 3 million cash. Crazy, isn't it? It's just crazy. All these people with these high prices, and you can buy this company I'm talking about for $7 million with high grade hydroelectricity and tier 1 low sovereign risk place. So let's go back to graphite. 2030 we expect 40 million cars EVs a year, 2 million tons of graphite per annum. More things to know is like for every ton of graphite that comes out of the mine, it makes, well, every 2 tons of graphite that comes out of the mine only makes 1 ton of spherical graphite because they process it to make it into round balls to work better in the batteries. So every 2 tons that goes in, only 1 ton comes out. So that means if they're producing 100,000 tons a year, there'll only be 50,000 tons goes into the battery. But the tons that don't go in can be sold off as well. Other things, if you got large, that's the other thing about this company I'm talking about. They got 80% large flake. So large flake gets $2,000 a ton. Like the smaller medium flake gets maybe $1,000 a ton. So, and they got 80% thing. Not sure if I mentioned, but the neighbor of this company I'm talking about for 7 million, their neighbor is 60 million. Their neighbor, and they've got a similar resource. By the looks of it, they just have to drill it a bit more. They'll be on par with the neighbor. So it's just crazy in my eyes. I could be wrong about this company. Could be wrong about graphite. The solid state batteries coming out, which don't need graphite, but if you look at solid state and compare it with Tesla's battery, where it is now, and where it will be when solid state comes out, if it ever does, Tesla will be putting them to bed because they'll have the process so far down cost wise that it won't matter about solid state. Tesla will still go. Panasonic's spending $700 million on Tesla's big battery so they're not going to spend $700 million and not make it just because solid state comes around. It's good to have both. And then other things to know about electric vehicles, like you don't need a better battery. You can make the car lighter through magnesium. So that's another thing to look into. You find a small magnesium stock, KOR. You add 5% magnesium to aluminium, makes it super strong. And if you make the car that much lighter, it goes that much further. So, and even they put more silicon in it, that just means more people will be able to afford batteries, so they'll get more batteries and more graphite. Just my opinion. Pretty biased. Anyway, so like and subscribe, and I might announce the name of this stock very soon, or go look for it. It's up to you. But remember, about $7 to $8 million market cap, 3 million in cash, good graphite project with hydroelectricity. I'm keeping it to myself. It's the only stock I probably kept to myself, but we'll see. I'll announce it later this week.